Anna Martinez here, you all, your PEO advocate from PEO for the CEO. And today I'm going to be talking about something other than just PEO today. I'm really excited to introduce you to Lisa Proctor, and she is actually heads the Peachtree Corners Business Association here in Atlanta, Georgia. And we have a special charity event that we're preparing for. So I'm super excited to introduce Lisa today.
Hi,
Welcome, Lisa.
Susanna. It's great to be here today. You know, one of my favorite topics to talk about is raising money for charities. So that is always something very near and dear to my heart.
Very near and dear to mine, and I'm sure it's probably near and dear to a lot of our listeners out there. So, Lisa, why don't you open it up and tell us a little bit about your background as far as what you do at the Peachtree Corners Business Association and a little bit about the association.
Perfect. Well, the city of Peachtree Corners was formed about 11 years ago. And as the city was being formed, we decided it was very important to have a business association to really help bring the businesses located within the Peachtree Corners area, as well as businesses that, as I say, they want to live here, they want to work here, they want to play here, they want to do business here, or they want to meet other people in the area. So we're very wide open to encouraging businesses from the greater metro Atlanta area to be part of the organization. And one of the things I always get asked the question of what makes us different than just another chamber, another business organization.
That's a
What
great
makes
question.
us different?
That's a great question.
The one thing I think that does make us different is a significant portion of our membership dues and our sponsorship dues are donated back into the community, as well as our annual charity event. And over the last 11 years, we have donated money to over 60 charities and awarded over 17 scholarships and a total of $133,000 back into the community. And so that's really what's special.
That is fantastic. And I know this past year I've been part of donating or some of the money towards some scholarships to two candidates, and it was $1,000 each. And you do two candidates a year, is that correct?
We have been able to do two candidates a year over the last couple years. When we first started the program, as we were kind of building momentum, we started with one scholarship. And because of the generosity of our members and sponsors, we were able to add a second scholarship.
That's fantastic. And then monthly, when I go visit, when we're at the after hours events, you have monthly after hours event. Every month, you donate to a specific charity, and it's a different charity every month. Is that correct?
It is correct. And one of the reasons we do that is, you know, so many times, part of the biggest reason we did the donations and things back to the community is because we're using our members' money. We want our members to get to celebrate with us rather than us just cutting the check. So we felt like one of the best ways for the community to learn about the charities and our members to see where their money was going was to actually award those checks at our business after hours events.
Yeah.
And that way, it's not like just the board is cutting the check. It's because of the generosity of our members.
Yeah, I know as a member being at those meetings and being able to see the different charities and the money that, given every month, and the big checks. And then of course, everybody wants the little checks that they can actually deposit is really important as well. But it's definitely really good to see when we're able to participate in that every month. So I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, and the fun thing is it's a great way too for our charities to help meet more of our business community too. We've gotten a lot of feedback from them saying, wow, it helps us get the word out. And it turns out to be a win-win where we can really see we're making a difference in the community. I know a lot of times people use the buzzwords, oh, we're making a difference. But when you really can partner and participate and really be involved in those things, it makes a real difference.
It does. Every little bit accounts when you're donating towards a nonprofit or to scholarships. So we donate anywhere between, is it $500 to $2,000 anywhere in between?
It
On our
really depends. And
Okay.
usually our typical donation, our typical scholarship is $1,000 each month. Usually we do a $500 check to each on a monthly basis to most of our recipients.
Okay.
That's usually what we can afford to do. And then what makes a big difference is when we have our charity events, when we raise money, we use the net proceeds from the charity events and split it between the 3 charities.
Okay.
And last year, we were very proud because, we know there's always charities that are out there raising huge dollars. But
Yeah.
for us, we recognize with different nonprofits and things, every dollar counts.
It
And
does.
last year, we were able to donate $3,500 to 3 different deserving charities.
So each charity got $3,500 each.
Each charity got $3,500.
Wow, fantastic.
And so I've been asked often, what do we think we're going to be able to do this year? And I always smile and say, it's in the hands of our sponsors and our participants. So
Okay.
the more sponsors we have, the more participants we have at the event. We don't hold back if they don't hold back. So we'd love to be able to top those numbers.
So let's talk about the event. So it is Thursday, August 24th at the Atlanta Marriott in the Peachtree Corners area. And we're celebrating Tailgates and Touchdowns. So tell us a little bit of why we call it Tailgates and Touchdowns.
We decided we wanted to have a theme that everybody could resonate with. And what we discovered in the metro Atlanta area is football's pretty fun topic. We've done different themes in different years, but we wanted people to really feel like this was really tailgating and touchdowns, and come wear your favorite football jersey and come be casual and come to a party. And I know a lot of charity events are galas, and you've got your formal attire on and you're dressed to the nines. And this is where you get to come eat tailgate food. You get to come play some cornhole. We've got a DJ. We've got a silent auction going on. There's lots of fun. And it's just a great way to get to network with people and have a good time and then raise money for good. And, when you can put those combinations together, it's always a fun time.
Well, I'm looking forward to this year. We had a great time last year. So I'm here at the Peachtree Corners BA.com. And I went to the charity event and it pulled me up here. So it gives us the date, August 24th from 5:30 to 8 at the Atlanta Marriott Peachtree Corners. So there's a few different ways that people can participate. So let's talk about the register now for the event.
Absolutely. That is the easiest way. And that's a great link because you can register to be both the sponsor there or you can register to attend the event there. And so people can buy tickets for the level that they want. We do have a special discount going on for early registration. So, but this is one of the things where people can also donate some additional. Sometimes we've had people that say, I can't attend the meeting, but I still want to do a donation. And so it's a great place to do a flat donation. And that link is super easy to navigate through. As far as it's just the regular registration process, they can click on it. If anybody clicks on it and they said, we'd rather write a check, then go ahead and pay with a credit card or something. All they have to do is send an email to membership@peachtreecornersba.com and we can send them an invoice. If that's something that becomes like all of a sudden they start filling out the application or the sponsorship and they go, wait a minute, I need to do this via check. We are happy to work with them to get an invoice form as well.
Okay, excellent. So they can register to attend the event or they can register to become a sponsor.
But to become a sponsor, if people want to know like what the different sponsorship levels are, if they click on the become a sponsor, that actually outlines for them the different levels, because sponsorship levels run anywhere from $150 all the way up to $2,500. And then that's where it actually identifies what they get for their money, what's included in their sponsorship. So one of the things I think is for somebody who's planning on attending to the event and still would like to be a sponsor, one of the best deals in town is the PCBA fan club sponsor, because
$250
for $250, you get your logo on the company website. and you get a complimentary ticket to the event. And then everything from the field goal sponsor, which is $500 or more, you also, in addition to getting more tickets, you're going to get your name on the back of our tote bag. And our original deadline was July 12th to be able to include those logos and things on the back of the gift bag. And I am working with the vendor to see if we can't get that date extended to July 28th.
Okay.
But the nice thing about that is it allows our sponsors to also be able to put an insert into the gift bag and to be able to promote their business to all the attendees as well. So it's just another new way for them to do that.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, these are very reasonable sponsorship level. $250, you get a ticket to the event, you get some signage, you get your logo on the website. It's reasonable.
That's one of the things that I've always been proud of the PCBA is we've tried to make all of our events and all of our membership and sponsorships and everything affordable so people don't feel like being involved. They have to climb a lot of hurdles. We want to make sure engagement is very easy, and we try and make it as cost effective as possible.
Excellent. Okay. So that's the way to become a sponsor. The next button would be the actual silent auction itself. So do you have to be at the event and be a winner of these items?
You do not. In fact, one of the things we always have to make sure that people understand is you register to attend the event, but you actually sign in to participate for the silent auction. And just because you've registered for the event, you are not automatically registered to bid. So you do have to create an account. There's two easy ways to create an account. You can either create your account online, and I think it's just a little higher up. Yep, you'll see a sign in or sign up there on the page, right there.
Here. Mm-hmm.
And so if you haven't done that, I recommend that people go ahead and sign up and create their profile early so they can start watching items that are of interest to them. You don't want to wait until the day of the event and be trying to type in your credit card and all of your information if there's an item that's about to go offline and it's about to be sold. You want to be as proactive. You do not have to put your credit card number in to sign up, but you do have to put your credit card number in if you're going to place a bid. Your credit card is not charged, though, unless you're the winning bidder. And so that's something that's really, a lot of times people say, well, I don't want to be charged and I don't want you to, see my credit card. And we don't see that information. It's stored securely.
Okay, excellent. So you have a wide variety from small items, bride and groom wine glasses, $25. This painting, this looks like a similar painting that I got last year. It looks like
I think this one is even, in fact, this is a very cool thing. It's actually a serving tray.
Oh.
And it's a very cool. It was by one of our local artists, and they actually did the serving tray with some local stones and everything and resin, and it's very attractive.
Oh.
They donated this serving tray. They also donated a clock that is very similar as well, and it's on the site. And I believe she actually donated also, in fact, the clock is the summer seascape, which is the next item that they had done, and she had actually donated the bride and groom wine set.
Oh, okay. So all three of these, the wine set, this, and then this, is this the clock here?
Right, it is.
Okay.
And it looks better. In fact, that's the hardest thing. Sometimes I always say
pictures don't give it justice.
It just doesn't do justice, and it's really beautiful. And the nice thing is even the bride and groom wine set, that is like more of an etched bride and groom into the glass, and the wine glasses are beautiful. And so sometimes taking the pictures, you're like, wow, getting to see those. And if people have questions and stuff, they certainly can always let us know if they want to see them beforehand, because we do have these items at the PCBA office.
Yeah, and they're very affordable. Starting off bid, $40, $30.
Absolutely. And the nice thing is, many of these items, we do have a buy it now price. So I know, like, even with if people have weddings or things like they're going to right now, or, different
they
things.
They need to buy it. Yeah.
They don't have to wait
until the event.
Or if somebody's looking, all of a sudden Belize is really kind of calling my name. And if I'm going to go to Belize anyway, the opportunity to do a buy it now trip to Belize and then also be giving money for good while I'm also going on vacation isn't a bad way to pair the two.
Exactly. So these were the items I was looking at. The NFL footballs from the Falcons, those are starting.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, it's very fun because we reached out to the Falcons, and the Falcons organization has been very generous, donating, actual memorabilia. We have the 2 footballs that were donated to us through the Falcons, as well as we have some other items. All of them come with a certificate of authenticity. They did come from, where we're really comfortable with them. And that way we know that it's not somebody's knockoff that they pulled out of their garage.
Yeah, I've been taking a look at these items. So people, if you're interested, go onto this website. If you're going to be doing any trips, you might as well, like Lisa said, look at what trips are available here, and then the money goes towards charity. I mean, we got a Switzerland trip, a Belize trip, a Tuscany trip.
The Masters.
The Masters. Who wouldn't want to go to the Masters? So even though it's starting off at $32,540, they don't have to bid on that. It could be lower than that starting bid. Is that correct?
Nope. Those are the starting bids is the bottom line price. So
is the bottom line price.
That
okay.
is, but with that particular Masters package that starts at $32,540, that includes your hotel stay you're actually getting a house. It is a private home that you're getting to stay. So it includes your accommodations. It includes your transfer tickets over there. So you're staying there 3 nights. And it is tickets for the final round. So trying to get to the final round, and if you scroll a little further down, you'll see, I think there's a little bit more description. Maybe there's not. Maybe, yes, you see everything that's included with that. And so you see everything that's included. You're actually getting to do the daily transfer, you're getting to see all those things.
And it's 2 admission tickets, not just one. And
exactly.
It's a 3-night weekend stay.
Exactly. And the thing is that, is anybody who's familiar with the Masters, if you didn't inherit those, the likelihood that you're going to get to go on a Saturday, Sunday game, it's hard.
Highly unlikely, yeah.
They're highly coveted. We realize this may not be for everybody, but that for the right person who can afford it, it's a great opportunity. And so we're always looking to add affordable things. We've got more things coming, that may be a little bit more in line to just a day trip or a staycation kind of trip for people as well. But there's definitely some things, I must admit, I'd love to do a dream and drive out in Palm Springs, or that Soul of Africa safari would be a really fun thing as well. So, and how do you go wrong with an autographed baseball of Hank Aaron? It's not like you're going to run into Hank these days and be able to do that. So I feel like we really have some great things.
There are some fantastic things here. Even a getaway trip to Nashville. I mean, that's just a few-hour drive getaway.
That's exactly. And the fun thing about that even includes tickets to go to the Ryman Theater and, the Country Music Hall of Fame, and just getting to go to some of those things. These are package trips that have some of those things already embedded into them. So that's always
fantastic. Fun. Wow. There's some really good items here. So even though the event hasn't started, and if people are interested, they can buy it now.
We have buy it now items. And I also recommend, if people really see things that they want, I always say get the starting bids. We have bidders, and a lot of times people end up winning those items because they were the first one in line to get the bids in. And so they got in ahead of where all of a sudden things start, who doesn't want to go to medieval times? 2 tickets to the Georgia Aquarium. We've got 4 suite tickets and a parking pass to go see the Atlanta United soccer team. That was a suite that was donated for us. We got 4 of the tickets. So you've got a lot of different kinds of events. We've got gift baskets. We've got a fire pit. We even, if anybody's dealing with pesky mosquitoes and bugs that are driving us crazy right now,
Oh, this is what you were talking about
this is what
here.
we're talking about is the Dynatrap. I have
Mhm.
one of those at my house, and
Mhm.
I can tell you it has saved my backyard. It's made it affordable and enjoyable to sit back there and actually be able to cook out and things because the mosquitoes are going into the trap instead of on me. And I don't have to be covered in bug spray.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, so there are so many items out there from $20 on to $20,000 and anything in between. So there's a lot for anybody out there. Go in if you're going to purchase any of these tickets. If you're going to go to the Georgia Aquarium, might as well purchase the tickets here and donate it towards charity, right?
Absolutely. And the fun thing is, I think one of the things that makes it so much fun to work on the charity event is the 3 charities we're raising money for.
So
The
let's
3
talk about the 3
charities
charities here. Yeah.
Absolutely, because one of the things that we always try and do is make sure that when we select 3 charities, we cover things that allow us to focus on health, education, and providing food, necessities, and community assistance to people that we feel are in most need. And these particular 3 charities, Good Samaritan Health Center of Gwinnett, they provide affordable healthcare, primary healthcare, and dental services. Now, people, this is not free healthcare, but it's affordable.
Affordable.
Anybody that is not been able to get insurance or afford insurance, they work with people at a low cost to make sure people are getting the basic healthcare services that they need. And they've been in the community a long time. They work with people that are poor, the uninsured, the people who need health. So many times, unfortunately, when people's money runs tight, they stop taking care of themselves. And so they have been a tremendous support in our community.
Okay,
And
Good
Rainbow
Samaritan
Village, for
Village.
people
And
that
is the
don't know,
money equally split out between the 3 of them?
we do. We
Okay.
split it out equally between all 3 because we know that each one of them provides a very unique service in our community. Rainbow Village absolutely transforms people and families that are experiencing homelessness back into the community. And they don't just cut them one check. They make sure through their Aspire program, their Thrive alumni program, they absolutely are changing people's lives to help getting them back into a situation where they're living in a really safe shelter. So that to me is so critical. You know, we always think in terms of Gwinnett County being such an affluent county, or our community being such an amazing community, and it is. But we can't forget not everybody reaps all those benefits. And they, from their site to everything they've done, Rainbow Village is just an amazing organization. And then there's Corners Outreach. And Corners Outreach absolutely is dealing with underserved students and their families, all the way from educational development to economic opportunities. And one of the things that really touched my heart with Corners Outreach is they actually recently acquired a building so they could expand and have more of the community service in a community center right here in the Norcross Peachtree Corners area, right off of Jimmy Carter Boulevard, right where they have anywhere from Corners Academy. They're dealing with early learning, elementary tutoring. They're making sure they are working with teen development and helping make sure those students are getting that extra help that maybe their parents can't do because their parents are at work. And so they make sure that happens. And their workforce development skills, they realize not everybody's going to go to college. They're helping people learn a trade. They want to make sure that if people aren't going to college, they're able to learn skills that will give them an affordable wage. They have a landscaping service. They have a leather service they're dealing with. They also have family engagement where they're working with adult workshops, food assistance, and then they have their Corners industry and staffing. So the great thing is the combination of these 3 charities together helps us impact so many people in our
Lives.
community.
Mm-hmm.
And do it in a way that we know that each of these 3 charities has delivered results, and we can feel very confident that the money we're giving them will be put to good use.
Excellent. Well, I am so excited for the event. So for our viewers there, 1, you can register and come to the event. 2, you can become a sponsor. You can start, or you can just bid on the silent auction. You don't have to attend to be there. And there's even items that you can buy it now if you would like. So if you're going to buy some of these items, you might as well have the money go towards these great 3 charities that Lisa just talked about.
Great.
So
Thanks,
yeah.
Susanna. I really appreciate you giving us the opportunity. And if people have questions, all they have to do is reach out to membership@peachtreecorners.ba.com. We will get them answers. We get all kinds of questions, and no question is too small or too unimportant to ask. We're happy to help people participate in whatever way they can.
Excellent. Thank you, Lisa, for joining us today.
Thank you.